Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have a Blue Eyes deck featuring the boy Chaos Dragon Legionnaire. Now this card was really expensive to get, so I'm going to be using it in a lot of decks. I hope you guys don't get tired of that. And yeah, I was thinking I was thinking of a reliable way of searching the Legionnaire, and then I realized he's at a level 8 Dark Dragon, so you can easily search him by sending a Blue Eyes from your hand back into the deck using Light and Dark. Light and Dark was a very good skill before it got nerfed, and it's still an okay skill. You have to lose 1000 life before you can use it, but you can still use it twice, twice per duel. And Blue Eyes, it's most of the time are going to be running at least 4 dragons, so you basically run 5 Legionnaire if you want to think about it that way, but obviously you have to lose life first. So I thought about Cyclones, but I was like, is Cyclones the best way to lose life? So the second way people lose life in their decks is counter traps. So Rebirth the Parshat just made sense. Counter traps are really good right now. There's monsters effects everywhere, so Rebirth the Parshat is going to negate anything, send it back to the deck, and then special summon a Avenging Knight Parshat. You guys know what it does. However, you do need a counter trap in your hand, so we need to run some more counter traps just so that we can consistently use it. So we went for Ultimate Providence because mainly I'm focusing on negating monster effects. You can use Divine Wrath. I think I have 2 or 3 Divine Wrath, but I just went for the Ultimate Providence because in that weird scenario where maybe I'm trying to go for lethal and there might be a trap in the way, it's nice to have that option. I'm not worried about spells. If they have spells and I don't have Parshat, so be it. But we're focusing on monster effects and traps if we need to. The rest of the deck I think is pretty standard for a Blue Eyes build. 3 Blue Eyes, 1 Dragon Spirit of White, triple White Stone of Ancients. Double Maiden, I don't know how standard this is. I really haven't played normal Blue Eyes. Mostly I'm always playing it with like Light Swords or some sort of hybrid, so I don't know how standard Double Maiden is. Sage, I cut it to 2. I was gonna run 3, but then I was running out of space. I wanted to make room for Keeper of the Shrine because he's a dark monster, and also double Cosmo Brain because as well is a dark monster, and you really want to banish at least 1 dark so you can get that removal effect, which is really good. Other than that, the deck's pretty standard Blue Eyes. Because we're using Light and Dark, we don't have access to alternative eyes, but we're also catching our opponent off guard because they don't expect us to be playing Blue Eyes unless we open up with Maiden, right? Extra deck, I think it's also pretty standard. Double Spirit Eyes, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, excuse me. 1 Azure Eyes, 1 Michael. Michael is another way to activate your skill. You summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, go into Michael, banish a card, preferably a back row or something threatening. Then you can activate your skill, follow up with Legionnaire, and get rid of whatever else is in your way. The counter traps are a really good way to put your monsters in the graveyard for to special summon a Blue Eyes, or just for the fodder that you're eventually gonna need for the Legionnaire. Other than that, 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech, and then the Avenging Knights that we can summon. And yeah, let's go ahead and show y'all some replays. Before I show you some replays though, real quick, this attributes appeared as I was playing today. I've seen my boy Sean have the same thing, and I think you get a title once you collect all of them, but I don't know exactly how you collect them. So if you guys have any information of that, please let me know. I have no idea how. I don't know if it's a random. I don't know if there's some sort of requirement that the game doesn't necessarily tell you. It's just when it's fulfilled they show up. I don't know. The light one came first, then I played 1 or 2 more duels, and the divine one came up. And then I haven't played because I'm about to get ready to record this. Well, I'm recording it right now. But anyway, here we have the Blue Eyes Mirror. So let's see what Blue Eyes is going to be superior, the Light Sword build or my Light and Dark. Raiden Mills, White Stone of Ancients. He also has a Kite Roid in the grave, which is really annoying. Summons in defense. I haven't seen this a lot, especially because I honestly don't know why he's summoned in defense, but whatever. We're gonna use Cosmo Brain right here. Cosmo Brain tribute itself to summon another Blue Eyes. White Conventions go into Spirit Eyes. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I call him Spirit Eyes, alright? And I don't care about summoning from the deck. I want the monster in my hand so I can negate with Providence. Alright, charge. Go into Lumina. We're gonna go ahead and negate that. And I know he's got the alternative Eyes play coming. That's fine because we can always tag out into Azure Eyes. And Blue Eyes kind of struggle to out the Azure Eyes. They have to synchro. Most of the time they have to wait a turn because, you know, we can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Their out is the alternative Eyes or a Vermilion. He's gonna add a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and obviously he's doing that so that next turn he can add the alternative Eyes. We're gonna get our Blue Eyes back, set a second Ultimate Providence. There we go. Adds the alternative White Dragon. We're gonna negate that bad boy real quick. And he just can't get over my Azure Eyes. Goes for Master with Eyes of Blue. He probably has no Blue Eyes left in the deck, so cannot activate the effect, and we get the scoop. It's crazy how much decks actually struggle to out the Azure Eyes. You didn't get to see Levianeer there, but I like to show mirror matches. I feel like they're very entertaining. You'll see Levianeer in this one though, I promise. As we sort of bully this deck, which technically didn't have a really bad matchup against us. So we have the Nuts, which is Maiden and Sage in hand. Double Rebirth of Parsec, wow. Alright, when I activate Sage, chain the Maiden, summon the Blue Eyes, summon the Spirit Eyes. I mean the Spirit White Dragon. Survival's End is going to destroy my Blue Eyes to summon a dinosaur, but because we banish it, he doesn't get to destroy his monster. And I attack the Baby Saurus because if I didn't attack it, it was going to get destroyed by a card effect, summon another dino. And he's going to go Invoker. He has a Prismatic Invoker, I'm jealous. So we're going to go ahead and negate the Invocation. I was thinking if he has a second one, that's going to suck, but let's just go ahead and do it right now. Doesn't have a second one. We're going to add the Blue Eyes with White Stone. I could have gone for Levianeer right there because I already lost life, but I didn't have enough monsters to summon it. So I'm going to negate something else, and then we can go for the Levianeer play. Sorcery Conduit, nice, nice. Activate Alistair, how about no? Send the Blue Eyes. Top deck another Blue Eyes, PogChamp. Activate Light and Dark, send the Blue Eyes back. Summon the Levianeer for the BM. Really, we're playing around a Kite Roid just in case. It's not BM if you're playing around something. And we get the win. Alright, Loomis. This was actually a very interesting deck I was going up against. It kind of had a little bit of everything. And we didn't really let him do much, but it's still an interesting deck. Alright, so we're going first. We're going to set the counter trap even though we can't activate it. And just go for the White Stone of Vengeance. Normally, if you're going up against a Kaiba and they set a monster in a back row, you didn't do anything. You don't want to attack it because you don't want to give him a Blue Eyes. But this guy has no idea that I'm playing Blue Eyes. So he's using Light Swords and Machina Fortress with Desperado and all kinds of shenanigans. Look at this. He's got Chaos Hunter in here, he's got Twin Barrel, Desperado, all kinds of goodies. Luckily for us, our Dragon Spirit of White is going to banish that problematic Super Team Body Force Unite. Summon White Stone of Vengeance, go for Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Now really important, you gotta know what this card does. You gotta read these cards when you go up against them. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. So suiciding here was not an option because then he would have destroyed my back row. Before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets this face-up card, look at your opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. So we gotta play around both of those things, okay? We can't target it with a monster effect and we can't destroy it by battle. It's gonna go Lumina. I fear the Black Rose, so I'm gonna go ahead and summon the Azure Eyes. He goes for Michael too late, he can't target me, he can only target the back row, and that's basically not an out to anything on my field. We're gonna activate White Stone of Vengeance to add this spirit back, just so that we can shuffle it after we summon Blue Eye Spirit Dragon number 2. We're gonna tag him out immediately for our own Michael, pay 1,000. Now our skill is live. And guess what? We can destroy the Machina without destroying him by battle and without targeting it. So he gets nothing and we win. So fun, man. I love long combos like that. You know, it all started with your Asherize. Most of the time you just summon the Blue Eyes from the graveyard, but I needed the space for the synchro play. I needed to get the Michael so I could pay life and then search my Legionnaire. It's just so much fun when all those plays are coming together. Alright, going up against Kessler. He's gonna set 1, so I'm going to set my back row and summon Maiden. So we're going up against Blackwings. This is actually very interesting. He's going to add Bora after activating Whirlwind. Goes for Gale. And obviously he targeted my Maiden there, so I could summon my Blue Eyes and then he could destroy my Blue Eyes. I don't really care about summoning a Blue Eyes right now. I'm gonna negate the this guy, the Raikiri. So we're gonna go ahead and negate. Now he goes into a Synchro Monster and does not attack, which I thought was interesting, and that basically told me that he has a counter trap, right? So we're gonna go Sage Fertilizer Blue, activate Maiden. He chains Blackbird Close, negating Maiden, so now Maiden is not on the field for the Sage effect to activate. But we have 3 monsters in the graveyard. One of them is a Dark, so we get to destroy 2 cards, and we get the scoop. So we got through his Synchro Monsters, we got through his counter trap, and we were able to follow up with Legionnaire. Alright, last but not least, going up against Carly. Oh, this was a long duel. I remember what this was now. This music, I gotta get used to it. So he's gonna go Gold Sarcophagus. We can negate that if we want to, but we're gonna save it for when it matters. Maybe for a synchro play. There it goes. So look at this guy. I want you guys to pay attention to this. There's already a Legionnaire in the graveyard. Most normal people that do not have hundreds of dollars available to spend on this game only have 1 Legionnaire if they got lucky. He's gonna go Vermilion, activate Dragon Dart to search Dragon Duel. This is all fine and dandy. Dragon Mech activates to destroy my back row. We're gonna go ahead and send the White Stone of Ancients, which is gonna give us a Blue Eyes in the end phase. Shuffle the Vermilion back. Now I was very surprised here that he didn't attack. I don't know if he was playing around a Kuribo, or I honestly don't know why he didn't attack. But we're gonna get a Blue Eyes. And I get a little too trigger happy right here. We're gonna go Avenging Knight. Go into Spirit Dragon. Activate Light and Dark to get my Legionnaire. So yeah, I definitely overextended. I definitely shouldn't have. And we run into double Spirit Kuribo, something I was not expecting. On top of that, look at this guy's top deck. Look at this card right here. Melody of Awakening off the top of the deck. So Legionnaire number 2 and Legionnaire number 3. This guy has 3 Legionnaires. Once again, I wasn't looking closely. I tag out my Blue Eye Spirit Dragon way too early, because if we look at his deck, he only has Darks, so he cannot destroy anything we control. I should have waited, but I didn't. So we're gonna summon the Asherize Silver Dragon. Summons Legionnaire, searches with Dragon Dart, special summons with Dragon Roar. And then he's gonna go for the second one. He chooses not to send my card back to the hand because he wanted to destroy my field. So with top deck a monster, we're gonna set the Ultimate Providence. Now he's only out right now since he already used both of his Legionnaires and the third one is in the grave, is a boosted Dragon Duel. For him to get over this, he needs to summon Dragon Duo, then activate something from the hand, so the Dragon Duo gets the additional 300 attack. That's the effect we're looking to negate. Anything else, we don't really care about. There's the Duo, he doesn't activate it. I could have negated this, but I'm like, you know what, fine, just get your card. He goes for the Dragon Roar, adding a Dragon Dart. There's the Dragon Duo effect. We're gonna go ahead and negate that, and he can't get over Ashurize. Ashurize Silver Dragon is going to summon Blue Eyes. We're gonna send the Blue Eyes to Cosmo Brain. This is arguably a mistake because I just opened up 2 slots and he just grabbed a Raiden. So Raiden is gonna let him go into a Synchro Monster, which maybe I shouldn't have done. I should just summon the Cosmo Brain and then, you know, force his Dragon Duo play. Because if he goes Dragon Duo, he can only destroy Ashurize or Cosmo Brain. He can't take care of both. With a Synchro play, he can potentially take care of both. So I'm pointing out my own mistake. But the thing is, even with a Vermilion Dragon Mech, you have 2 monsters to worry about. He's not able to summon a Dragon Duo, and even if he was, I don't think he had anything left in the hand to boost up that Dragon Duo. So basically, TLDR, not able to out my Ashurize Dragon, and we get the win. But yeah, this is super fun, man. I love the idea of searching the Legionnaire with Light and Dark. You know, this was a really cool skill when it first came out, and it rarely sees any sort of play, and I'm having fun again trying it out. If you don't want to use the counter trap engine, I don't know why you wouldn't, but you know, you can go for more traditional life point loose techniques such as Cosmic Cyclone. But I think this is, you know, if you're on a budget like me and you can't run 3 Legionnaire like that other dude, searching it with a skill, Light and Dark, Heavy Starter, those are the ones I've tried so far. It's really good. This card is amazing, man. It's really fun to use. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.